Alright, so I chose this. I believe is music in the universal language. Is the universal language, and it's written by Lauren. Music lets us be able to express ourselves, may it be sadness to enjoyment. I believe that music is a universal language. A few years ago, when I was in 7th grade, I discovered something called anime. And anime is a Japanese animated cartoon. I was so impressed by it because it was different from other cartoons. I wouldn't call it an obsession, but it was all I watched. And it stayed that way for a few years. In 8th grade, I had a thought. The songs in the anime, they're probably from real Japanese bands. So I started researching them and came across a bunch of awesome Japanese bands, which they categorized under J-pop and J-rock. For around 2 more years, that was all I listened to. My parents and friends would judge me for liking Japanese music. They would tell me that I don't understand it, so I shouldn't listen to it. I wouldn't listen to what they said or thought because it was what made me happy. I just couldn't get into a normal American music again. But I did get into something else. I stumbled upon a video that was in the suggestions on YouTube. It was a Korean band and it blew my mind. I couldn't explain the feelings that I felt listening to music. The band Shiny for the first time. I was in a depressed state when I first heard the Korean band. I had a friend pass away in a car accident and it was my first experience with something like that. My parents were getting worried about me and all of a sudden they noticed I was happier and they couldn't figure out why. I didn't even realize it at first. It was the Korean bands keeping my mind off things. Their music was so amazing and it was so cool how they had dance routines for their songs. I would learn the routines and spend hours on each one. I would also start to watch Korean dramas and TV shows. My parents still to this day ask me why I listen to Korean bands. I just told them I do not have to know the language to understand the feeling someone puts into their music. It comes from the soul. Music is a universal language that everyone around the world can enjoy. So just because you can't understand music doesn't mean you shouldn't listen to it. If it's what makes you happy, then that's what you should be listening to. Everyone sees things different, they hear things different, we all understand it differently, so it's just how you interpret it. So just listen to the music that you like and let it show your true character.